When it's just you, well, times can be tough. When there's no one there.
People who are motivated to do things, how the freak do you do that? I am always trying to hook future me up so life can be a bit easier rather than a constant slog. If I get stuff done now, then I can relax a bit more in the future, and that really makes me motivated to keep pushing. I love that you reference future you. I've spent the first part of my adult life trying to get unfreak by past me. I remember specifically buying an LCD TV, when they first came out on my credit card, and literally said out loud to my roommate, future me, can pay for this. I always speak in this sense. Like, is this a good idea? I don't know, but future me is really going to hate me for it. Simple. Just wait until 3 a.m. and suddenly you feel ready to do shit. Breaking down the massive task into bite sizes helps. Want to climb that mountain? Just take it one step at a time, focus on the next ridge, acknowledge and reward your progress with breaks, snacks, focus on the journey rather than the destination. When you've reached your summit, talk about the tremendous accomplishment and try not to think about the next mountain. While in the context of hiking, the principles apply to almost every task, no matter how big or small. Edit. Thank you all for affirming this philosophy and for your thanks. Especially to the very kind people who awarded the post gold. You're all awesome and I wish you all success in all your future ventures. Always start small. It's not about tidying your room, it's I'm going to take all my cups downstairs. While you are doing that, you may suddenly get the motivation to also wash the cups, and maybe the plates that are on the side. And while you are at it, maybe your waste bin near your desk can be emptied too. And if it doesn't lead anywhere, well, your task was to take 5 cups downstairs. You succeeded. You can get that little boost of success. A few weeks ago, sweeping my back garden ended up leading to me completely repainting the fence, fixing a few broke panels, and building a new arch over the gate. From small acorns. This actually reminds me of when I was going through a rough time with mental health back in my early 20s. Even just taking a shower felt like a monumental task some days. My place got completely disgusting. I read something about setting a timer for 5 minutes per day and cleaning for those 5 minutes only. At the end of those 5 minutes, if you felt like it, you could do 5 additional minutes but no more. At the beginning, it was exactly in line with your example. Maybe I'd bring 5 cups and 5 plates to my sink and throw a few pieces of trash away. The next day, I would wash those cups and plates and put them on the drying rack. The next day, I would put them back in my cupboard and wipe down the counter. This felt pretty useless and like I wasn't accomplishing anything, but one day after about 2 weeks, I came home and realized that my kitchen was actually pretty clean, and that I should get started on my bedroom. That day was the first time that I cleaned for the additional 5 minutes. I think this process was exceptionally important to getting out of that dark place because the task of cleaning went from completely overwhelming to not that bad. It's amazing how much the little things can add up over time. Yes. We can move forward even without the end goal being in reach, and that's pretty much where I'm at right now. The best advice similar to this is to just keep starting. Sit down or whatever and do something even if it's just write a heading. Keep starting. Every day. Also always remember, your future self is currently watching you and judging the shit out of you. Hell, why wait? My present self is judging me. The results. Routines are the base to my happiness. So I push myself to do stuff. For example, I wanted to start working out, so I had to really push myself for the first few months, but once it became a habit and what's more important, I saw my body looking good. It's as normal as brushing my teeth. Result. That's the key word. Always looking forward to the end point. Without it there's no reason in doing anything. Punch myself every time I don't feel motivated. Kicking myself in the nuts count too? If your leg reaches your nuts. But what if his nuts reach his legs? What? Step 1, I'll just do 5%, but I'll do it now. Step 2, might as well keep going. Step 3, wow, I'm finished. Now I'm motivated to do more. Positive reinforcement is a powerful drug. Boredom, mostly. Spite. Get angry at it. I don't wait for motivation anymore. I just do what I need to do. Half the time the I don't feel like doing this feeling goes away within minutes. Yes, motivation is not the answer, self-discipline is. Then how do you get disciplined? Start small, make it regular. Do 1 push-up per day. Walk once per day. Read 1 page of a book you've been meaning to per day. Make it so easy you can't talk yourself out of it, then do it every day without fail. Even small achievements have outsized effects on your mood and confidence, and you will naturally want to do more as time goes on. It will creep into every area of your life. It becomes addictive. Discipline is just like a muscle, the more you work it the stronger it gets. Let me stop you right there. What is this sorcery? Honestly, thinking about starting is worse than actually starting. So I make a deal with myself. 10% of something is better than 100% of nothing, so I tell myself that I'll do 10% of my goal, which is always super freaking easy, and then I'll stop. That's still better than nothing, so I will be making progress, but the thing no longer feels like a mountain to climb, and then when I get to that 10% I ask myself how I'm feeling and if I want to do another 10%. Since I've already started, usually I will want to keep going. But occasionally I really just don't want to, so I'll stop. But I don't shame myself, because I still did something which is better than nothing. Rinse and repeat. I really like this approach. I've found stuff like making your bed leads to folding your clothes leads to cleaning your room then leads to whatever else you have to do. What the other person was saying basically, small stuff leads to bigger stuff. The more constructive your tasks become, the better you will feel. You don't get motivation to do things. You do things to get motivation. I realize the pain of not doing something outweighs the pain of doing it. The thing I realized is that motivated people don't magically feel like doing things, they just actually do things. It's action, not feelings. You know how you have a thought, I should go do XX, and then you kinda push it off for whatever reason? Maybe you are waiting for a commercial, or to feel like doing it, or just another 5 minutes. Act immediately upon having the thought. Try not to give yourself time to realize you don't want to do it. I made it into a game. If I think I should do something, I try to immediately do it. It's like jumping into a cold pool. By the time I realize I don't feel like doing it, I'm already started. I also heard a saying years ago, done is better than perfect. It's constantly proven itself to be true. But honestly, Nike figured it out years ago. Just do it. It really is that simple. Done is better than perfect. Perfectionism is the mother of procrastination. People who do things badly are still doing something, while those who strive for perfection rarely leave the planning stage. It's really about making it a habit. Getting up and being motivated to do something comes easier the more you push yourself to do it. Discipline is the key word many people overlook. Nested within that is integrity. Motivation is fleeting and needs its embers to be frequently restoked, else the flame goes out for good. Discipline is a conscious decision one can make. Maintaining it inherently includes being honest with the person you see in the mirror, and therein lies the integrity. So make PGs, personal guarantees, to yourself and hold yourself responsible. Prison, it's a pretty big incentive not to go back. I have a nice apartment, good friends, slowly building a support system, no way I'm going give that up. Got it. Go to prison. I'm off to get motivated. Bye Reddit. Step 1, get up early. I'm not going to die a useless burden. I used to be a lazy sack of crap. I got a small whiteboard for my fridge and would write 10 daily tasks to complete every day. I started with easy things, wash the dishes, vacuum, sweep the kitchen, etc. After 3 weeks, I added more difficult tasks, hang up the clothes on the bottom of my closet, put in 2 applications for better paying jobs, cook a crazy new recipe I found, wash the dishes for aforementioned recipe, etc. By the end of 3 months, I didn't even need the list anymore. The easy tasks just became a natural routine and the more difficult tasks didn't feel so insurmountable. That was 6 years ago. My house is always clean, and I have a well-paying job I do very well. Anything can become normal habit if you stick to it and don't give up. You've got this.